On this episode, I took this guy from behind the camera to in front of the camera.
Why is that funny?
Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 Show. This is the internet's only dental show where we talk about what matters most in marketing. That's what we do. That's always what we do. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is episode 90. Man, 90 episodes in, just creating content. I know if you're in the podcast world, 90 probably doesn't seem like a lot, but man, to produce 90 video episodes, that's something. So moving along, super excited about this episode. Before I get to that, the topic of the month of May is show and tell. And we're talking about video. We're talking about using video for your dental practice and really the two parts of that, right? So last episode, 89, we talked about the raw, spontaneous, the Facebook, the Instagram, like all that good type of video on the daily. Today, we're talking about produced content and what does that look like and why it's applicable, how it works for you. And so real excited because we've got JMoore, this guy, sitting down for an interview. We're gonna be talking big picture, kind of strategies, thoughts, just kind of the organizing system behind what we do. And then we've got some behind the scene footage on a recent video set with a client. So you're actually gonna get to see him in action, kind of performing, bossing everybody around. It got bad at some points. No, just kidding. But kind of seeing behind the scenes of then how it all plays out. So real excited about this episode. I'm gonna quit talking. Let's sit down with JMoore. So here with JMoore.
What's up?
Finally got you out from behind the camera.
Yeah.
So we actually got Joe over here and Ratcliffe over here on the camera. You can't see them, but they're there. Bringing in the squad to help make it happen.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get to see a little behind the scenes of an actual video set, like production piece.
Right.
But I know when you're looking at it kind of big picture, what are some of the key elements that you're thinking through when it comes into like produced video?
Totally. I mean, it was really cool, I think, for me doing a topic on video because I think some of these things I've kind of done instinctually, and I've never taken a second to sit back and really jot down my thoughts on why we do what we do. So I kind of looked at it as layers. The first thing that people will notice on any video, and sort of something that no video can get away from, is that first impression, or what I call perception. You've looked at this video, you've already assessed its quality, you've assessed just all of the aesthetics without listening to a word that comes on screen, and already made assessments of what that brand is like based on those perceptions. Yeah.
So I know, like, we bought that drone pretty much just for that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just elevated our videos and people were like, oh, that's so cool. They don't even know what we're saying.
Right.
It's just the drone footage is like amazing. But you see that in advertising a lot too. It just gives you a vibe, like the company and what they're trying to do.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so number one, perception. Number two.
Yeah, so as you get a little deeper, and what's interesting is I think this is the layer where a lot of people in the medical profession or dentists will get hung up, and this is what you're saying. It's the information that you are sharing through your video. Yeah. So it's, what do we want to say? Do we want to talk about our technology? Do we want to talk about the fact that we work with people's insurances? Do we want to talk about whatever it is, whatever information you want to share? That's kind of that next level down when it comes to video content. Okay. Yeah, which I know, especially in a healthcare industry, I mean, in setting them up, education is a big one. You call it information. I think we could easily substitute education for that. For sure. Which is just a better play. It's a better play than pushing information, being educators in the space. Right. Because everyone's got the information they want to get across. Exactly. And so video is a great way to do that. Okay. And then number three. Yeah. So then, like, I think the deepest layer you can get to with video, and I think intense. It is. I need to build it up because it needs that. I think
scuba gear on.
Yep, exactly. We're going deep. Is connection, and I think the biggest vehicle for delivering connection is the story. It's something that's going to connect with the audience. It's the emotion that you feel. It's overcoming some obstacle. It's why you got into dentistry in the first place, or it's the life change that you are making in your patients' lives, that deep level is really what we want in any really good video content because it connects.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, it's the story. That's like what we do, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, it's like, I know a lot of times we need the educational pieces, especially for like dental implant landing page or whatever. But man, on the front page of the site, we need something that connects.
Yeah.
We need that storyline. So ideally, you're trying to capture do all three in a...
Yeah, I think especially when you're doing a main video piece, you want to get all three.
Yeah, cool. All right, man. Well, let's. So this was a few weeks ago. We were on location, and we caught you kind of directing traffic and doing your thing. But yeah, let's jump into that.
Let's take a look.
Hey guys, what's up? Here on location at a practice in the Central Ohio, Columbus area. We've actually got a video production project happening today, so we got the crew here. We're gonna give them a little behind the scenes on what we do, kind of how we do it, all that stuff. So let's start. When you go in there, what's game plan from step one?
Yeah, just trying to get a gauge of the land, trying to figure out different sets for interviews, B-roll.
Good. So game plan going. Let's get the sets locked down, and yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm thinking we can probably shoot the interviews right here because I love this logo. Maybe we'll just kind of like clear some of these magazines off and make it look a little like more minimal. Cool.
We've learned some things about interviews and how those work. What are some of your tips to getting like great content out of patients?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Using questions over a script. I think a lot of people naturally think, oh, we got to do interview content. We're going to have to script it out. But just tell me about your experience here. Like what stood out to you when you came in here? How did they make you feel? Questions that focus on feelings, maybe motivations, what keeps you coming back, or if you're asking your doctor, like, why do you love what you do? And then I'd also say questions on values. What's important to you that you emulate in this practice? If it's compassion or if it's like being a leader, and you're helping to showcase that.
For sure, yeah.
When we say advanced family care, it incorporates the vision of the practice because it incorporates everything that we do.
It's great kind of being on that cutting edge of dentistry.
It's what keeps us moving forward in our field.
If I can change a patient's mind about the dentist, that's super rewarding.
We like to have fun. Everybody's very passionate about what they do, and I think that shows.
The three of you guys together, she's gonna kind of be your assistant for this. That's perfect, yeah, and then turn the screen towards me. Cool, I'm gonna get you and Dr. Ellinger in the hallway, maybe going over like a clipboard or an iPad.
Hey, so you're shooting some B-roll.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, why it's so important.
I mean, really, this is like the complement to all of those interviews that we're going to be capturing. Anything that will match that imagery. So if they're talking about emotions, we want to be trying to capture those moments. Talking with the doctor, or maybe there's a moment where they're overcoming some type of fear, you know, and you get that moment of the doctor putting their hand on their shoulder. Those are like the moments we're trying to either stage or look for.
Okay.
Obviously, this isn't real, so you're trying to like get them in that headspace.
So that's it, man. Basically, pretty easy, pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
Now you just gotta edit it. So that wraps up episode 90.
Yeah.
Talking about video. Thanks for being here.
Dude, definitely.
Like, downloading. It's cool to get the dude that's behind the scenes a lot out in front talking about it. You know this. Every episode we do a question of the episode.
Yeah, I knew you were going to ask this, so I've been trying to think about what I wanted to ask.
All right, yeah.
And I think as we talk about these deeper levels of video content, I would just kind of throw the question out to you is how do you want to connect with your audiences through video? What story do you want to tell? What emotion do you want to share to get that across?
Great question. Good job. All right, guys, that wraps it up. Thanks so much for being here. Again, this month's article, Show and Tell, you'll find that down in the show notes. Best place to connect with me on Instagram. You'll find that. Well, actually,
right here.
Are you still gonna put
somewhere
it there?
right here, I guess.
Even though you're sitting here, you can still put it down there.
I think I can.
At Joshua Scott's right down there.
That's weird. How did I do that?
Weird crap right there. Until next time, we'll see you.
See ya.